I realized I have a little bit of a problem. Editing is hard, man. So I'm going to be working like this from now on, unless I really don't feel like showing my face. Obviously, I still will be doing all the high edits and showing the anime clips and da 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 da. But until I feel like I can do it consistently, or until I get an editor, if somebody wants to edit for me, please hit my email. This will be how my videos are formatted now. So without further ado, let's get into the video today. Y'all have seen the glaze, and since Fairy Tail is right around the corner and I'm gonna be covering it here, so stay tuned for that, especially if you're a Fairy Tail fan. I wanted to have at least one Fairy Tail video on my channel before the new season comes back out. So what else is there to talk about other than the bodying that is Natsu versus the twin dragons Sting and Rouge? Now, to give you a bit of content, this is during the Grand Magic Games. Fairy Tail's been trashed for the past 7 years because majority of the guild was thought to be dead because of some stuff that happened in a previous arc. They were the best guild in the land. 7 years passed, they're completely like everyone hates them. They live in a farmhouse, they can't even pay property tax. It's really bad. So they enter the Grand Magic Games, and so far they've been losing. And then comes this fight: Natsu and Gajil, two of the Dragon Slayers from Fairy Tail, versus Sting and Rouge, the Dragon Slayer twins of Sabretooth. They aren't actually twins. I don't know why people call them twins. And there's a little bit of beef here because Sting and Rouge looked up to Natsu and Gajil, but since 7 years passed and they ain't seen a thing from those two, they think they're the shit now. So here we go. Everyone is ready. Pressures are high. Sting and Rouge run in thinking they ready, but Natsu and Gajil blitz these niggas, hit them straight in the face. Natsu then follows up with a kick on Sting, and this nigga strikes back with a damn laser, which Natsu easily weaves. Bro goes out for Gajil, but bro just blocks it and then throws bro away. Natsu picks that nigga up, slams him into Sting, and then throws both of them niggas away with another attack. These niggas is getting cooked so hard in the first 5 minutes of the match that it got their guild looking shook. These niggas got cooked so bad they had to go Super Dragon 1. That's not the actual name of the form, I'm just saying that. So Sting rushes Natsu and hits him once, but Natsu blocks that one, but he can't block the rest and starts getting cooked. Meanwhile, Gajil is trying to defend against Rouge but just can't keep up because this nigga is moving in the shadow. He tries to cut him but gets hit to the side while Natsu gets kicked, and these niggas get hit into each other. And then Sting and Rouge hit him with a damn drop kick, and Sting starts boxing Natsu while Rouge fucks up my nigga Gajil's drip. It's one thing to fuck a nigga up, it's another to fuck up his drip. Never, and I mean never, fuck a nigga's drip up. That's just disrespectful. Like, come on, bro. You doing the most at this point. So then Sting puts a seal on Natsu to paralyze him, but Gajil's finally getting a grip on Rouge, and Natsu just burns the seal off and decks this nigga Sting in the face. That's my goat, man. Abs burning hot, glistening. Pause. So Gajil pulls Rouge in and Natsu sends Sting flying. They are locking back in, but then Sting starts charging up an attack and goes straight towards Natsu with it and starts feeling himself the moment he feels that the attack connected. But my goat ain't even budge and stop that with one hand. Sting is in shock. Every nigga in Sting's guild is like, boy, ain't no way they stopped that shit. Oh my god, no one has ever stopped that shit. And then Natsu and Gajil just start beating their ass for fun. Posted up on these niggas like it's light work. And then Sting and Rouge start having flashbacks and you know what happens when an anime nigga has a flashback. Power up time, and they go Super Dragon 2. Let me remind you, Natsu and Gajil have not even gone Super Dragon 1 against these niggas yet. These are not the real names for the forms, by the way. I feel like I should say that because a lot of y'all probably don't watch Fairy Tail. These are not the real names of the forms. So Sting feels like he can win this by himself and tells Rouge to just sit back. And you know, he might be right, man. White people always get a better chance at stuff than other people, especially the whiter they are. And this motherfucker just became like 30, 40, maybe 50% more white. So Sting deadass blitzes Natsu and Gajil, but they spin back together. But it just ain't working. He throwing these niggas into each other and hitting them with white kamehamehas, bro. It's over, dog. This nigga Sting done blasted away the whole stage, got us going underground like Harriet Tubman set up the arena. So Natsu headbutts bro and Gajil slashes from behind, but then Sting blasts them with a barrage of beams and then goes straight straight for Natsu, sending him to the next area code. And he does the same to God Jill, and they just start taking turns trying to get a hit on this nigga, but they just can't. With Natsu and God Jill out on the floor, Rogue comes back just to talk shit. But just when you think it's all over, they get up as if nothing happened, like real goats, and they say that they figured them niggas out down to the very last detail. Natsu's literally over here saying he could tell the rhythm of their breathing and shit like that, and Rogue is like, these niggas capping, bro, we just gonna beat them like usual. And Natsu was like, nah, for real, bro, you move your foot at a like 11 o'clock angle when you about to attack. And God Jill was like, nah, bro, it's like 10 o'clock. And Natsu was like, no, nigga, it's 11. And God Jill was like, nigga, it's 10:30 at most. And they start fighting, and it just goes to show you how much energy these niggas still got left. Bro, a nigga is thirsty. That's some good shit, man. So while they're fighting, Natsu pushes Gajeel into a minecart and sends him out of the fight so he can fight Sting and Rogue alone. And he starts flexing on these niggas and tells them to come on while making the letters on his fingers spell it out. Like, nigga, this shit is so hard. So they go back into Super Dragon 2 and Sting rushes Natsu, but this time, bro ain't even fazed by it. He's actually smiling too, and even decides to lock in a little bit, just a little bit, and swats this nigga away. And Rogue tries to do a roar attack at Natsu, but he just does one back and it's even stronger, so it blows it away. And so Natsu tells both of them niggas to come at him together, and they're trying, but Natsu's just playing with them for real. They can't even touch him anymore. Right, left, wing attack, dodge, weave, flex these niggas away. Like, look at how he's moving. And he only going for face shots. This nigga is a demon. Kicking them away and just casually burning shit. They jump towards him, but he stay ready. Punching this nigga so hard, it got him shaking. Sting does a roar, Natsu dodges, and then roars back, slamming niggas into the ground left and right. So Sting and Rogue decide to use a unison raid, a technique where both of their powers are combined into one. And they're already perfected pair of Dragon Slayers with perfect pairing attributes being light and dark. Wow, that felt like a tongue twister. Perfected pair of Dragon Slayers performing perfect no. So these niggas end up mixing the Rick with the Morty. And let me remind you, this is a technique you can literally train for your entire life and never master. And these niggas are both Dragon Slayers. Dragon slaying magic being one of, if not the most powerful magics in the verse. And they're both in Super Dragon 2 at free will. Dragon Force. That's what Super Dragon 2 is actually called. Not even Natsu and Gajeel can really do this at will. Gajeel, he kind of can. Natsu, he can't. And Natsu is alone against two niggas in Dragon Force while Natsu is in base. And he just stands there until the very last minute just to flex that much more. And when it's right in front of him, he hits his ult. Dragon Slayer, Secret Art, Crimson Lotus, Exploding Flame Blade. I swear, man, these animes be having the most extra names ever. Because what the f do you mean? Crimson Lotus, Exploding Flame Blade. It's like Tanjiro with his Hinokami Kagura Spin Wheel Fire Flame Blade. Like, what the f is this nigga talking about, bro? And he wins the match with that. These niggas dead ass both fall to Natsu instantly. Let me remind you, Natsu still wasn't fighting seriously here because he didn't use any lightning attacks, which he has right now. And he wasn't in Dragon Force either. But from that, Fairy Tail goes to first place after being the worst guild in the land, and the tournament isn't even over at this point. But from going from worst in the land to best in the land just in one tournament before the tournament is even over, and this being the match to get them there, it's just so tough, man. I love Fairy Tail. And then Natsu walks up to them and says, let's do this again sometime. He could have said some cocky he could have been condescending as he could have hit them niggas with the, oh, you should have trained more before you even step to me, or oh, it'll take you 1,000 more years before you fight me. But he was just having fun. These niggas were fighting like their life depended on it, and Natsu was just having fun, and he had to sell them niggas. Hey, let's do it again sometime, man. That's my GOAT, man. I'm so happy to see Fairy Tail coming back. And if you want Fairy Tail videos, man, subscribe. I'm gonna be talking about it weekly when it drops. So until next time, I'll see you guys in whatever video I post next. Peace, and please make sure to have yourselves a damn good